Okay, so we have seen in the first part the story about Sundarbans. We have been in Sundarbans, these characters, and the myth or legend of Mansa Devi and gun merchant that we have seen in part 1. And along with that, we have also seen about the climate in terms of polar cyclone or dolphins and other things that is going on as a parallel part also there. Okay. So now Dinanath returns there after this happenings in Sundarbans, in his visit to Kolkata, Sundarbans, with this story in the mind. He comes back to Brooklyn. He goes back there. And now again he had his normal talk over emails and chat with Pia and Chinta that normally goes on to get an update about what things are going on there. Now he gets a message about a kind of a seminar kind of things in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, in America, there is a kind of an academic gathering. And Chinta also is going there and also tells that as you are also dealer in rare books and things, you also visit the place. It will be good point to meet also after quite a long time. Chinta was obviously a speaker in the valedictory. It was a big event there. And that event was about 17th century. Various things about 17th century, calamities, history, literature, several things collectively about 17th century was the concentration there. So while he is in Brooklyn, everything is going on, he plans to go to Los Angeles also. During the same time, he suddenly one day gets a message from a chat which was bonduki@bonduki.com. He gets a message from bonduki@bonduki.com, and well, he thought that is this Bonduki gun is the gun merchant, but then it was Tipu who was using that ID, and Tipu was having a chat and he's asking a curious question that do you believe in Booth? And then he explains. So we have that idea about Booth, which we discussed earlier, the etymological study of Booth, the word that has its root in Sanskrit. The word Bhu means to exist, to be. Being is Bhu, and so whatever is being is that we all are Bhu. As such, we can say that we all are that only. But then he says that then why this word is used for something who is what is not. After that, the people who are dead, for that we use the word Booth as such. Why we use that in that way? And then he says that well, because we have another grammatical construction of the word Booth, and it's past tense also. Bhutkal is past tense, so there is present as well as past in the word Booth, and that is how you can see or you can open that word. So something that is not and yet it is there. Something that was and is, all those meanings can be seen in the word Booth in different capacity there. Now, what was or what isn't now, if it also is there, is it possible to have such a kind of a thing? એવું બની શકે કે જે નહોતું એ છે તો તમે શું માનો એમાં કે ભૂત હોય? So, well, people can say that well, people remain alive in our memory. And so we keep on dreaming about those people, we keep on listening their voices in dreams or in some different state of mind when we are. So that way they all are alive, they are with us. Some people may call that they are Booth and they are remain alive, they are ghosts. Then some people say they are not ghosts, they are memory. And that is so you always have a kind of an irrational as well as rational understanding of all the phenomena of the world. All the phenomena that are there, you can have now irrational doesn't mean something wrong. As equally good as rational. In that way you have to see the word. Irrationality also is a part of our life. But if we see in binaries, then we see rational is good, irrational is bad. But here we have to overcome those binaries to understand that well, irrational also is as good as being rational. There is no difference as such between rationality and irrationality. So, as a part of irrational interpretation, you may say ghosts do exist. As a part of rational, you may say it is a memory. You can listen to the voices of the people, you can dream about the people who are not there. By that way, they are existing with us. So, in that way, there is nothing like past tense. Everything is present. Everything is present. Everything that is there remains alive. Nothing dies away. And that is how perhaps the spiritual or religious idea also comes. कोई वस्तु क्यारे मरती नहीं, हमेशा जीवती रहे. So far as we are there, the things remain alive only. So that is the concept of Bhut, which we can rationalize or irrationalize, whatever way we want to see there. Then after a few days again, he comes to the chat and he says, what is the meaning of possession? Possession. प्रवेशी जो कोई आत्मा में कोई नाम, कोई आत्मा ना कब्जा में हो. In that sense, he asks. Well, again, Dinanath rationalizes and says that, it means that with whatever ideas we are possessed, that is being in possession of something, and we all are in possession of one or the other things. We all are in that way. Now, some myths will say that if you are possessed, you are a demon, you are Dano, you are Satan. As Christianity or Islam will say that if you listen voices, it means there is a Satan within you, or you listen to the voice of Satan, or you are under the command of Satan, or you are demon. So that way, some religion will say that. But it is not true, it is only a limited religious definition of the voices and the demonizing of those things. Everybody is possessed by something in one or the other way, and in that way, humorously, he says that we all are demons. એ રીતે જો તો આપણે બધા જ શૈતાન છીએ, આપણે બધા જ કોઈને કોઈ આત્મા ના અવાજો સાંભળી રહ્યા છે, આપણે બધા જ possessed છે કોઈને કોઈ વસ્તુ. So that is how you can see. But maybe Tipu was asking in terms of other things, that as Rafi and other people might be saying that after snake bite there is some pravesh of atma inside your body, and maybe he was trying to investigate those things, but we don't know much about Tipu in that capacity, whether what was troubling him. But we get a play with the word possession of Bhut in Brooklyn when he is there. Now, at the same time, when he is there in Brooklyn, he also gets a message from Pia. Pia also is in contact with that, and Pia told that there are some kind of wildfires in Los Angeles. In America, there are wildfires and things. Now, when this novel was being written, this is very interesting part of this narrative, and then what happened. At that time, there were no wildfires around America, and people might think that this is just an imagination, that somewhere near Los Angeles, which is a very rich part of the thing, and of America also, and there may be wildfires in such a way that people will have to vacate their homes, cities, and other things also. It's nearly impossible. This kind of things may happen in Sundarbans, in the forest, in the east, in the poor countries, but never in the rich countries. But then we have seen wildfires really in America, and the jungles were burning for so many days, and it reached up till Los Angeles, and all these film stars, Hollywood film stars, they have their bungalows there in Los Angeles. So they all were frightened. They have because of the fire, if it will come and it will happen there. So that really happened. What was an imagination here that really happened in America also. So wildfire again becomes a part of those calamities, the climate change and the calamities, and nobody is free from this climate change. Whether you are super rich, you can buy islands and whatever you want to buy, but still from the calamities that is going on earth, you are not free. Anytime, any of the form of calamities, either in form of ice age, or wildfires, or tsunami, or the sinking of cities, it will engulf the people. So everybody is under the threat of climate change. That is what Amitav Ghosh wants to say. And she tells that while this was happening, we get introduction of a new character here, and that is Lisa. Pia tells that my friend Lisa is there, and Lisa. Lisa is entomologist, Lisa is entomologist and also teaching. He is also teaching in a Calamity College, community college, and entomologist. And she has done a research on bark beetles, on bark beetles. Let me write here. Bark beetles. Beetles we have been introduced in our previous novel also. Dung beetle. Okay? Now here this bark beetles. Bark, jadwani, chal. Bark, अथवा जे third होते झाड़ में any अंदर रहता beetles. And these beetles, according to her research, it has come that these beetles are eating away the trees. It seems that the trees are standing, but from inside the trees are eaten away. So if suddenly someday there will be a spark anywhere, all this forest will burn like wildfires. And it will be unimaginable that this fast the forest may burn. This was the kind of a research that Lisa has already done and already said. But then what happened? What happened was that she was hunted down by people on social media. There was campaign against Lisa that she is a liar, she is a wrong, she don't want progress, she don't want development. And whoever speaks about this, the way people are hunted down normally and they are trolled by the right-wing people that this is a kind of a lady who is against the development and other kinds of things. As we have seen the example of Disha in India. If you remember, in one of the DS also we talked about Disha, that when Disha supported Greta Thunberg in one of the campaigns against Kisan Farmer Andolan in India, then how Delhi police went down to Bangalore, she was hunted down, captured and imprisoned in Delhi, and how everybody on social media were talking against Disha and in different ways. That is exactly what happened against Lisa here in the novel. And then she writes that then what happened there, it was quite true, and you would think that afterwards people would have thanked Lisa for her warnings and treated her as a hero or something. Lisa ne to hero nahi jab you were there to tell us in advance that this kind of things may happen. Well, but no. What they did was that they blamed her. A rumor went around that she had started the fire herself because she wanted more funding for her research. See the conspiracy theories. There are lots of conspiracy theories with which we live in our life also. That all is coming here in this narrative. Now see, on one hand, the story seems to be as old as some Mansa Devi and those kind of things. And at the same time, it is as new as our own stories. What is happening today with social media and trolling of the people. That also is very much present in this novel. Conspiracy theories also. Soon it was all over the social media. She was even questioned by a cop. Then she began to get threats, even death threats. Someone fired a bullet into her porch. A tree in her yard was set on fire. Luckily, it didn't do much harm, but now she is terrified. So I am spending a few days with her just to cheer her up. So Pia posed for a while and said that, can you believe this? Can you believe that this is what is happening with the intellectuals in our society? And this is America. This is there also, what is happening with the intellectuals who are telling us about climate change and other things there. Can you believe this? It's like we are back in the dark ages. It seems like we are back in the... Now remember, many times we have told this. That it seems that after Gati Andhakar na Yug Taraf Jati Hui Devi Lagish. Several times when we see the happenings around us, we have made that comment in our class that if this is how we are moving, we can't become Vishwa Guru. This is going towards dark ages. That's exactly what Amitav Ghosh writes here. That it's like we are back in the dark ages. And what was in the dark ages? Women being attacked as witches. Women being attacked as witches. That is what is now happening. That was the case of Disha in the real life. in our story. Arundhati Roy herself had suffered several times such a kind of a thing there, and many such women like Megha Patkar or Sharmil Irom, about whom Manipur we have reference, we have seen earlier, and many such things there. So that reference also comes in this there. So Pia is not able to come, but Chinta is there in Brooklyn, and then he is traveling there while he is going in aeroplane over the Los Angeles. He is seeing the wildfires down. Wildfires were so wild that even from the aeroplane they were very clearly visible. Then the plane was going on towards Los Angeles airport there. And then suddenly something happened when he was sitting near a window. He said that I always used to book a ticket near a window. You always get a chance to watch something when you are traveling in aeroplane. So without missing that point to observe something, you always try to see that you have a seat near the window. Now see, again, having a seat near a window is childlike habit. બાળકોને બહુ ગમે બારી પાસે બેસવું, બસમાં હોય કે પણ બાળક જેવી જિજ્ઞાસા જેને હોય એને હજી બારી પાસે બેસવાનું મન. બારી પાસે બેસવાથી કંઈક જોવા મળશે, કંઈક નવું ઓબ્ઝર્વેશન થશે, એટલે એ જિજ્ઞાસા જીવતી હોય તો એ બારી પાસેની વિન્ડો વધુ પસંદ કરે. સમથિંગ યુ વિલ ઓબ્ઝર્વ, whether it is bus or whether it is aeroplane, you always get a chance to watch something. Dinanath is something like that. And while he was sitting there, suddenly he has seen that there are so many wildfires and all kinds of creatures are burning. Some of them are running away. But when that happens, when such calamity happens, as all the calamities are always good for so many people also, or so many identities, or so many animals and birds also. કોઈ પણ પ્રકારની calamity એ બધા માટે નુકસાનકારક ક્યારેય હોતી નથી, કોઈના માટે ફાયદાકારક પણ હોય જ છે. So here we say it was good for birds like kites, બાજ પક્ષી, for them it was good. અને હવે એના માટે સર્પનો શિકાર કરવો અથવા કોઈ પણ બીજા વન્યજીવોનો શિકાર કરવો સહેલો થઈ ગયો હતો. એટલે આસાનીથી બધું ખુલ્લું જોઈ શકતા હતા. જંગલ સળગી ગયું હતું એટલે ખુલ્લો પ્રદેશ થઈ ગયેલો હતો, એટલે શિકાર કરવો સહેલો હતો. એમાં બે કાઇટ અચાનક તીરની ગતિએ એક શિકાર તરફ જાય છે કે કોણ પહેલા પહોંચશે એરોપ્લેનમાંથી જુએ છે. Is watching from the aeroplane કે બંને એમાંથી કયું એ પહેલા ત્યાં પહોંચશે અને એમાંથી એકના પંજામાં એક શિકાર આવે છે, પછી બંને ઝઘડતા ઉપર આવે છે અને એમાં એમ લાગે જાણે હમણાં બારી પાસે ભટકાશે એરોપ્લેન. એટલી ઝડપથી ગતિથી આવી રહ્યા હતા ત્યાં એની નજર પડી કે શિકાર શું હતો અને જોયું તો એના ટેલોન્સ જે હોય પંજા કાઇટ બાજ પક્ષીના એમાં એક સર્પ તરફડતો હતો. ઇટ વોઝ અ સ્નેક. અને અચાનક એ રાડું પાડવા માંડે છે એરોપ્લેનમાં, સરપંચ. ત્યારે પેલા ગન મર્ચન્ટ મનસાદેવી યાદ આવી ગયા અને બધે એમનો પ્રતાપ દેખાડવા માંડ્યા. એ રીતે આને ત્યાં એરોપ્લેનમાં સર્પના દર્શન થયા. ત્યારે મનસાદેવી આવ્યા કે મારી આંખો બધે છે, હું બધું જોઉં છું, હું ગમે ત્યાં પ્રગટ થઈ જાઉં. એ સ્ટાર્ટેડ શાઉટિંગ સરપંચ there. And then સરપંચ પેલા હાથમાંથી છટકી જાય છે, નીચે પડે છે. પણ અહીંયા એરોપ્લેનમાં હોને દેખાડો થઈ જાય છે. એરોપ્લેનમાં કોઈ સરપંચ કરવા જવું ક્યાં? So people were worried કે who is this? What is he doing? Well, even before boarding the aeroplane, એમને ટિકિટ મફતમાં મળી હતી પેલા આયોજકો તરફથી. એટલે બિઝનેસ ક્લાસ ટિકિટ મળી હતી. લખે છે કે આમ તો આપણને બિઝનેસ ક્લાસ ન પરવડે, ઇકોનોમી ક્લાસમાં જ ટ્રાવેલ કરવાનું હોય, but this time it was sponsored, so you were in business class. અને ત્યાં પણ હજી બેસે તો એના મનમાં થોડી પેલી બેચેની, આ વાર્તાની બેચેની, આ માનવું તે માનવું, all those things are going on. So his behavior was very curious. So air hostess and they have already warned him that you be careful, and he was working with his mobile phone. He has connected Bluetooth speaker which was in his baggage એની સાથે. અને અચાનક કંઈક when he was trying to adjust everything, કોઈ બટન પ્રેસ થઈ જાય છે અને એમાં ગીત શરૂ થઈ જાય છે. એટલે પેલા બ્લૂટૂથ સ્પીકરમાં મોટા અવાજે એરોપ્લેનમાં ગીત વાગવા માંડે છે અને બધા અચાનક એના સામે જોવા માંડે. કારણ કે ગીત કયું હતું? પેલી કવાલી, યા લી એવી કોઈ કવાલી હતી. Now you are going to America, you are traveling America. If Ali comes there, you are always under doubt. As we know that my name is Khan, but I have not that will. So somebody is having this Allahu Akbar, Ya Ali, Lalla, Ya Ali. All those things are highly problematic when you are. So you are already warned that you are a suspect. Your behavior is terrible, and you are now frightening everybody. So air hostess and they come and he is captured. He is captured and handed over to police on airport. But he makes a call to Chinta, and Chinta was a very well-known historian name. He called to the organizers, and organizers told that he is an academician and nothing to worry. He might be mentally somewhere disturbed, so he might have behaved. In that case, he is released to go to attend that program where he goes in Los Angeles. So obviously everywhere the news was about wildfire in Los Angeles. When he lands down there, they go to the place where the things were there. And by the time they settle down there, the warnings are coming that even that museum, that seminar hall is also under the threat of fire. So they have to vacate it as early as possible. So very quickly the new place is planned out and they all move to a new place and where the things are going on. So two speeches in the seminar are discussed thoroughly in this book. One is an introductory speech given by one young person who is talking about, who has done a historical survey of 17th century and said that so many calamities happened in 17th century. But by and large, we have not noticed or taken notice of all those calamities. So many plagues and other things happened. But somehow our creative imagination or our history, or we have perhaps remained a kind of irresponsible towards those happenings, and we have not recorded those things in a very significant way. Because of that, lots of migration and lots of trouble and war also happened. Most of those wars, 30 years war that happened between Germany and other countries, that all is connecting with climate change of 17th century. Now for our learning, if you remember when we were talking about 17th century text by Afra Ben, which was located in Naples, the rover, we have said that there are lots of reference to plague in that play also. That play has lots of references to play. And that also we discussed in one of the classes, that if you just search plague, see how many times the word plague is emerging in this play. Now it means that was the time where plague and other things were capturing the imagination, but somehow it is not recorded well. And that was what Amitav Ghosh is trying to concentrate through that part there. So there and then in that part itself, this is part one itself, the wildfires, Los Angeles, and then Chinta and this character, this Dinana, they both are together in Los Angeles and they are talking. So again he brings out this episode of Mansa Devi and this story and the thing is trying to recall. And now here Chinta is giving a new insight to all those things. He says that this gun merchant, this Banduki Sadgar, what you are talking about, this episode or this fairy tale, what you think is a fairy tale, may be a reality. And maybe somebody from Sundarban, a kind of a merchant, might have traveled out of India towards another part of the world. And they might have come to Venice, also Venice, Sicily, Italy, and that part of the world they might have come. Because the way you are describing the names and other things, it seems that it is this region where he might have come in different ways. And that also maybe because of the calamity that happened there, and then he might have to return because of other calamities happened here also in different way. So he's telling, but how it is possible? There are these funny names. These funny names are something like land, this Gun Island, for example. How you can connect that? Then how you can say island of Kerchius. Island of Kerchius is there. How you see about island of Kerchius. And then there is this. So let me note down this some 2 or 3 important places which Chinta is trying to explain in a significant way. So here we see that there was Gun Island, obviously one place, very important place in that narrative. But apart from that, there was land of palm, sugar, land of palm, sugar, candy. Yes, land of palm, sugar, candy. land of palm sugar candy, where this Bonduki Saudagar traveled, then land of kerchiefs, land of kerchiefs, he might have traveled. And then island of chains. Island of chains. He might have traveled to these regions there. So this places when he is trying to say that. So how can we say that these all things are funny names, fairy tale names? There are no such locations on geography. And so Chinta is explaining that well, fairy tale, because she is a historian, she knows how to read some of the myths, so is applying those logic to read those things and say that well, land of first Gun Island first. So he says that Gun Island, it means this word gun can be for Venice. This may be the city of Venice, gun. So that how gun can be Venice? How this gun is banduk, and banduk is a very popular word in so many languages in India. Banduk in Bangla, banduk in Gujarati also. So how this gun can be Venice? So he says that there was this Venice is also known as Venetian or Venetian, Venetian or Venetian also is the word that is used for that. The Byzantine name, Byzantine, when the Byzantines came to rule this. Byzantine name of this place was Benedict. War becomes war. Yes, war. From Venetian or Benedict. Benedict. It is Benedict, not T. Benedict. And this is also known as Benedict. This Benedict is a very similar sound. In Arabic, when this word went to the Arabic language, in Arabic it became Al-Banduki. Al-Banduki, it became Al-Banduki in Arabic. This word when it is traveling, this in Arabic, Al-Banduki, this word. See, Venice, Venetian, in Byzantium becomes Venedic or Benedict. In Arabic, the word becomes Al-Banduki. And there is, within this island, there is a narrow space in Venice. There is the space where there was a foundry. Foundry is a place where weapons are made. Foundry of weapons. So bullets might be made there. Bullets. Which bullets are connected with banduk. So as such, gun has no direct reference, but foundry which was there, and this foundry where it was located, that place is known as ghetto. 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 Today we use the word ghetto, but the earlier word for foundry in Italian language was ghetto. Was ghetto. Old Venetian dialect in old Venetian dialect, the name for foundry where bullets are made, weaponry are made, that word was ghetto, was that word, for which the word ghetto, where now today we connect this word ghetto with Jews. Remember the film that we have watched, Charlie Chaplin? Yes, the great dictator, and there is a ghetto where the Jews are living there. But the original meaning of the word ghetto was not a secluded place for Jews. It was a word coming from a Venetian dialect, and ghetto means foundry, where metal work, iron metal work, or bullets and other things are made. That is called foundry. That was there. And this foundry was located. If this is Venice, then right in the between this there was another small space where this ghetto was there. This ghetto was there. So that is an island within the island. Island within the island. So this was one of the symbols here. So first symbol is unearthed on the shrine, island within the island. This symbol which Chinta is telling, Chinta is explaining all everything there. That if you say island within the island, then in Venice, there is this place known as ghetto where weaponry and other things are made. And it is possible that your gun merchant might have come to Venice. And his gun island is nothing but a ghetto on Venice. So yes, it has nothing to do with gun. He was not the merchant of guns. And there is no word at all that there was dealing of banduk anywhere. Banduk is not at all there, but banduk is a word coming from Venetic. And Venetic, within that there was a ghetto. Ghetto means not a place for the Jews only. It is a place where there is a foundry. And there was one old foundry in Venice. And later on, Jews started living there. પછીના દિવસોમાં યહૂદીઓ ત્યાં આવીને રહે છે એટલે પછી યહૂદીની આઈડેન્ટિટી સાથે વસ્તુ જોડાઈ જાય છે એટલે પછી એ યહૂદીની જે રહેવાની જગ્યા છે એ ગેટો કહેવામાં માંડે છે પછી પહેલા એવું નહોતું પહેલા યહૂદી માટેની જગ્યા જ નહોતી એટલે ફાઉન્ડ્રી હતી ફાઉન્ડ્રીનો અર્થ વેનેટિયન ડાયલેક્ટમાં થાય ગેટો. It has nothing to do with Jews or other things there. So that way he says the first word, Gun Island might be Venice. So that Saudagar who left Sundarban might have come to Venice there. And so that you also come to Venice to see the things. I will show you the ghetto. You come to Venice there. But that happens in second part. Part one, they are just talking in America. They are in America, Chinta and Dinanath. And Dinanath is talking about this and Chinta is exploring the myth there. So first, Gun Island. So there is nothing like gun. It is just a reference to a foundry in Venice. And there is a ghetto, which is a foundry there. And this person, that is Saudagar, might have visited Venice. So, but Dinanath is questioning that, but he has traveled many other places also. What about this? These are all funny names. Land of palm, sugar candy, land of kerchiefs, or island of this island of chains. This seems to be like a fairy tale, children's story. So Chinta says that, well, what are the meaning of this in your language? Don't give me the translated word. Now this is very important. Sometimes the word is translated is losing the meaning. The meaning is connected with the sound of the word. The meaning is in the sound of the word. If you use another word, the sound is lost. And if the sound is lost, meaning also is lost. This is the study of language, etymological study, which is very interestingly happening in this novel. So he says, land of palm, sugar candy. Now this in the language, that is this language, it seems in this language it is it says in Bangla language it is Tal Misri Desh. Yes, Tal Misri. Tal is palm. Sugar means Misri. Misri Desh means land. Land of Tal Misri. Palm sugar is Tal Misri. So in Bangla myth it is Tal Misri there. And somebody who translated made it into palm sugar candy. This. Now Chinta says that, well, if you say Tal Misri, Misri might be the word which is about Misra. And Misra is the Arabic word for Egypt. Yes, Egypt, Misrani Sanskruti is a non-word, Misrani Sanskruti, that is Egypt, pyramid and other kinds of things there. So it means that this land is Egypt. So he might have gone to Egypt. Possibly, it comes on the path. So this is Misri doesn't mean sugar only, but Misra also means Egypt there. Then there is kerchief, land of, what is this kerchief? Is a word coming from handkerchiefs. Rumal. So in Bangla there is a reference to Rumali Des. Yes, Rumali Des. So he went to Rumali Des. So again Rumali Des. So he says that might be Rumelia. Chinta is asking, speak the Bangla word. I can catch something from there. She is historian. She has studied those things. So she had something in the mind. So you can strike something. Rumelia, and Rumelia is today's Turkey. In the old days, it was known as Rumelia. Now it is known as Turkey. So you get another country, Turkey, that is also on the path there. And then he says land of chains. Again, the word that is there is Shikul. Shikul Desh. Shikul Dvip. Not Desh, it is Dvip. DWIP. Shikul Dvip. So, is it that, well, this chains? Shikul means Sicilia, and Sicilia means Sicily. Sicily was earlier known as Sicilia. So maybe in the 17th century it was known as Sicilia. So from there the Shikul word might have come, and you will know this. So this way, all these places are identified by Chinta. That maybe this mythical journey of gun merchant, that is Banduki Saudagar, might be a real journey. It might be a historical journey. It might not be a fairy tale journey. And he might have traveled this all regions while coming to this. And so tells that now you better come to Venice then. The same path which the Banduki Saudagar, gun merchant, might have taken in 17th century. You come, and she tells that what might have happened. It might have happened that he might have traveled across this land, and he might have left the land because of some calamities, and some calamities happen, so you easily connect with some gods or goddesses. વરદાન કે અભિશાપ સાથે આપણે calamity ને આજે પણ જોડતા રહ્યા છે. Even today also કોઈ પણ એવી હોનારત થાય તો આપણે તરત જ એમને કોઈ ને કોઈ ઈશ્વરી વરદાન કે અભિશાપ સાથે જોડીએ છીએ. તો એ સમયમાં તો જોડતા જ હોય લોકો. They will easily connect with some kind of thing. So he might have left that land and then he might have traveled this place. He might have been captured by pirates, and then he might have been sold. In those days, pirates used to capture people and sell the people. So he might have gone to Goa, and in Goa there were Portuguese Jews. In Goa there were Portuguese Jews. So he might have been purchased by Nakhuda Ilyas. This character, Nakhuda Ilyas. Nakhuda means captain of the ship or owner of the ship. Nakhuda means in Bangla, those days language, captain or owner of the ship. Yes. Nakhuda Ilyas. And Ilyas is the name which was quite popular among Jews in those days. Ilyas. And it is in this, said that this Nakhuda Ilyas, Captain Ilyas, who might have caught him, and then found that this slave is very expert in many things because he was a Saudagar. He had traveled a lot. So Ilyas might have become friend with this gun merchant. And then he might have traveled together towards Turkey, towards Egypt. They might have gone to this land, Egypt and Turkey. There it might have happened. He was with a Jew. There was a wildfire, and people have thought that this fire is because of Jews. એટલે લોકોએ જ્યુઝને કાઢી મૂકેલા હતા ત્યારે ત્યાં. તો કદાચ ઇલિયાસની સાથે આપણે પણ એટલે કાઢી મૂક્યા હશે. એને પેલા અભિશાપ સાથે બધું જોતો જાય છે કે મનસા દેવીની આંખો અહીંયા પણ આવે છે, અહીંયા પણ આગ લગાડે છે, અહીંયા આગ કરે છે. Because of the fire, they might have run away with that, and they might have come to Venice through Sicily. Gun merchant and Ilyas, they might have. And gun merchant might be very much frightened that Mansa Devi is haunting me. So might have told that hide me somewhere. So he was taken into foundry. કે ત્યાં બીજા કોઈ આવી ન શકે એટલે આઇલેન્ડ ઇન ધ આઇલેન્ડ વેનિસમાં ફાઉન્ડરીમાં કદાચ એ રોકાયો હશે તો ત્યાં પણ કોઈ સ્પાઈડર જેવા જંતુ દ્વારા એને ડંસ દેવાયો હશે એટલે ત્યાંથી પણ ડરી ગયો છે પાછા લોકો નીકળ્યા હશે ત્યાંથી સિસલી તરફ આવતા એ રસ્તામાં ફરી કોઈ પાયરેટ્સનો હુમલો થયો ફરી પાછો પકડાયો હશે અને ત્યાં પાછા મનસા દેવી પ્રગટ થયા હશે અને એમને કહ્યું હશે કે and then he got ready that I will make a shrine. So he might have traveled this region. Actually he might have traveled this region in 17th century, and the story is told from his own way or with other people, and people normally don't tell people to write when they are telling lies also. લોકો જ્યારે ખોટું બોલતા હોય ત્યારે રેકોર્ડ નહીં કરતા કારણ કે આમાં ઘણા ગપ્પા મારવાના છે પછી આ અપલોડ થાય તો પછી તકલીફ થાય કે આ ગપ્પાબાજી કરી છે બધા લોકો કોમેન્ટ કરે કે આ શું ગપ્પાબાજી ચાલી રહી છે so people will be so don't record the thing, don't write anything. So maybe that way perhaps there are lots of mari masala into a story of anybody who comes back home. When the sailor tells the story, the rhyme of a sailor is always full of lot many adventures. જે ન કર્યા હોય તેવા એડવેન્ચર થી વાર્તા કહેવાતી જ હોય છે અને જ્યારે એ સેલરનો બરાબર ઇન્વેસ્ટિગેશન કરવામાં આવે કે નહીં આ નહીં સાચું કહો છો હજી બરાબર કહો તો પછી એ કદાચ સાચી વાત કરે કે આવું હતું બધું જે વાત એન માર્ટલે લાઈફ ઓફ પાઈમાં મૂકી છે. So in Life of Pi, when he tells the story of tiger to the writer, and then when the insurance agent from Japan comes and tells that, well, I don't believe in this story. You said that orangutan was swimming over this banana, but banana don't swim on the water; they sink. Because in your story, in the beginning, you told that banana, and with the help of banana, orangutan is coming, but nobody can. Banana will sink. So they are doubting the very origin of the story. That there is no animals, no tiger, nothing. Tell us the real story that people will believe. And then he says the story again. Pi tells another story that there is no orangutan. She was my mother. The sailor was this, that was that. They all were human beings. And this also. And then ultimately when the story is over, he says, then what about tiger? The tiger gone. Then there is no answer. It means that in our story we are the tiger. આપણી વાર્તામાં આપણે હંમેશા ટાઈગર જ હોય આપણે હંમેશા શેર ખાન જ બને આપણે નવી વાત જ ન કરીએ આપણા વિશે બીજાનો જ વાંક હોય આપણો કઈ વાંક જ ન હોય. We are always tiger in our story. So when we tell a story, so when the mariners tell a story, it is very similar that there are many. So maybe story is not written, recorded, it goes from mouth to mouth. Or even in 17th century it was not possible to record everything in that way. And the people were not writers. People just used to listen story and tell stories. So there are many possibilities that why stories are not written or not written, but it was not a bishop of any god or goddesses, but people were incapable of doing that. They were not having a command over written language. So they were not writing those stories, they're telling from one generation to another generation there. So that might have happened in this there. And you also come to Venice. Chinta gives an invitation to come and visit the Venice and the other thing there. So by the time the part 1 ends, the part 1 of the book, this is all only in part 1. Part 2 is still remaining. So this is, it seems that well, the novel is done now. But novel is not completely yet done. This is part 1 where this Gun Island, what is Gun Island, that is discovered. This journey is discovered. we come to know that this is the story there. And part 2 is Venice. Part 1 is gun merchant, part 2 is Venice. So part 2, which we will see tomorrow, and it is all about now the story of Venice. The setting of the entire novel in part 2 is Venice. And Chinta invited him, but he said, well, I will go, but then we come to know, he is telling that I don't have money enough money to travel. And books are not selling, people are not interested in these antiquities and rare books nowadays. So it is not possible for him to travel. He may live 10, 20, 30 years now. He may live until 90 or 103. This is all he is thinking. How much money will I require to sustain in Brooklyn for this many years, and how will I manage my life financially and other kinds of things. While these things are going on, suddenly he got a call. Now this time he got a call from Giza, Gisa, Giza, whose full name is Gisela, but Giza, from Giza he got a call. And then we know that Giza is a cousin's daughter. Whose cousin? Chinta's cousin. So that is Chinta's uncle is Ruggero. Chinta's uncle is Ruggero. And Ruggero's son is Altiro. And Altiro's daughter is Giza. Sorry, Giza, not Giza, Giza. Giza. So Chinta's uncle, Ruggero is Chinta's uncle. I have written here you, so you can say uncle. Whose uncle? Chinta's uncle. And his father of Giza is Altiro, the son of Ruggero. And cousin of Chinta is Altiro. Yes. Again, I repeat if you don't understand this relationship. Chinta's uncle Ruggero. Yes. Ruggero's son is Altiro, and Altiro's daughter is Giza. Yes. Altiro's daughter is Giza. So this and Giza is a documentary maker. Giza, very quickly let me introduce a few characters. So tomorrow we can quickly see that. Giza is a documentary maker in Italy, and she is living with Imma, girlfriend. So they both are in a way having a lesbian relation, and they stay together. They have adopted two children. One a Syrian boy and one another island is the Etria. Etria's one child. So two refugee children are adopted by Giza and Imma. Now you will see very progressive characters are coming. Very progressive. So see the range that Amitav Ghosh is taking from this believer characters from Bandhu Ki Sadgar and Mansa Devi, from there to ultra modern people who are like need of our time to talk about these kinds of new kinds of couples. And what they do for their children, they adopt children. Who are these children? Refugee children. We have just seen the image of a boy. So we understand that all these children are in dire need of parents. So many such children from Syria, Egypt, Turkey are in need of parents. So they stay together, and two adopted children, this is how they live there. And she is a documentary maker, and now she is interested in making documentary on people who are migrating. And so many people who are migrating from Bangladesh, from India, coming to this part. She is interested in the story of that. And when the blue boat is coming, she also wants to document blue boat. So she is ready with the crew, camera, everything to do that. Now when Giza is making a documentary, she wanted a translator. So she is making a call to this is the last part of part 1, last chapter. She makes a call to Dinanath and says that I am in need of a translator, and if you can help me, we'll give you money and everything, your accommodation. So he was worried about finance. Suddenly a call comes that we will pay you some money, you have to do transfer. So he said that, but well, I am only good in little bit of English and Bangla. How can I be useful to you in Italy? I don't know Italian and all those things. How? But then she told that I want somebody to translate things from Bangla. So Dinanath is surprised that Bangla in Italy, Italy was her Bangla version. Then she told that here there are so many Bangla people in Italy, and that was very surprising. Amitav Ghosh also said that when I first time realized that in Italy, Venice, there are so many Bangla people, I was surprised. How come this? How came that? And then it came that it is from West Bengal, India also, and more from Bangladesh. So many people from there are doing menial work, construction, kamma, nema, majur work, je hoy. એટલે યુરોપના આખો મજૂર વર્ગ ક્યાંથી આવે છે એ આખો એશિયામાંથી આવે છે આખો મજૂર વર્ગ જે છે એ લોકોના કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન ને કામ કરવા માટે they don't do that work. So who is doing that work? All these people who are illegally migrated there. ગેરકાયદેસર રીતે ત્યાં ઘુસા હોય અને નાના મોટા થોડા કાયદેસર હોય થોડા ગેરકાયદેસર. They do this work. He said, I'm doing documentary, I want to translate it from Bangla, so you can be of great help. And because of your language, you can convince some of these people to give interviews also. Because they are not ready to give interviews also. So he said that if you come here, it will be good. So that way, this link is done. That he got a chance to go to Venice. Again, it is a chance. It is a chance happening, but there are lots of chance happenings that are there, which becomes a part of that magic realism. That sometimes in life, such kind of things also happen. Sometimes accidents happen which are very bad. Sometimes good things also happen. Suddenly, you have never thought of that and that also happened. So that way, he gets a chance to go there. Now, when we are talking about Chinta's story, we come to know that when she was at airport and she was a bit nervous and got a dream and other thing, she was in a bit hurry. And then we come to know the backstory. That what was the problem? The problem was that years back, her husband, her husband is Gia, I think it must be Chomo, because normally the sound in Italy is C is Cho. This Gia Chomo is the husband of Gia Chinta. Chinta's husband, Gia Chomo, is not present anywhere, but there is a backstory of Gia Chomo, who is the husband. Now, Gia Chomo is a journalist. Gia Chomo, husband of Chinta, is a journalist. And he has, in those days, come up with very stories against Italian mafias, underworld mafias. About that, he has made several stories, and so his life was under threat. And ધમકીઓ મળતી હતી કારણ કે એમણે underworld connections બધા સાથે એમની story journalism માં કરી હતી. So they were worried that the threats are coming and some people may attack this. Once it happened that when he was out for some academic work, and father and daughter, Lucia, Italian Lucia, normally we speak Lucia. Yes, English word is Lucia. In Italian it will be Lucia. Lucia. We will speak Lucia here as a part. Luciania or Lucia will be the word. Now, father and daughter, they were far off and they were coming to meet Chinta at that place. And she was worried because of this threat and other thing. And then they are keeping our GPS on. You can constantly watch on your mobile where we are. Now, there is no need to make a call time and again and those things they are talking there. She made several calls. Daughter answered the call and other thing that happened there. And then suddenly she got that as if they have come in the home. And as if like Lucia told that mom, we are back home, this whole thing. And then she is looking, but there was nobody. And then suddenly she tried to make a call. There was no reply on the other side. And then she called to police that the husband, the daughter, they are not being connected over the mobile phone. So and then it came to know that they met with an accident and both of them died. So maybe when that happened, before that death, Lucia's Atma might have come and was talking with Giacinta. And she thinks that Lucia is very much alive around me. She is very much with me. She is dead, but still she is very much alive. That is how Cinta considers Lucia's presence every time there. And she was worried because police thought that even Chinta is involved in the murder of Giacomo. Because she came to know, she complained to police 1 hour before the accident. When you complain the accident has yet not happened and you were worried about your husband. So she was also under a doubt by police that how you came to know well in advance. But then she clarified the things and matters settled down. Settled down, there was not much a problem, but that is the backstory of Chinta's. And Lucia, her daughter, is constantly with her. Atma of Lucia is always with her. The Bhut of Lucia, the memory of Lucia, we call it memory or Bhut. Memory ko to saru lage, Bhut ko to kharab lage. So whatever, it is just a matter of language. That is what Amitav Ghosh will say. It is just a matter of language. You call it a ghost or a memory. It is in a way one and the same. એ તો આપણે જે અર્થ આપ્યા છે અને અર્થને આપણે પછી એક દુનિયા આપી છે કે આ તો સારું કહેવાય આ તો કે ખરાબ કહેવાય પણ એ અર્થના આ રીતે પણ અર્થ જોઈ શકાય. So that is that story of this character there. And then when we will see in Bangladesh, this Italy, Venice, there are all these Bangladeshi people living there. Lubna Khalam, whose surname is Alam, her husband Munir, who is already dead, Palash, who is Fozul Haq Chaudhary, again from Bangladesh, then Bilal and Kabir. These all are the people from Bangladesh, and they are living in Venice. And with whom Dinanath had a talk. He is meeting accidentally again. Again accident that happens, and then he comes to know about all these people that are living there. So that all unfolds in second part in Venice, and then this entire new world of so many Bangladeshi people who are Bangla speaking people, they are living in Venice, and for which Dinanath is invited by Giza in Venice for the purpose of making a documentary about the life of people who are migrating from their homelands there. So part 2 that we will very quickly see tomorrow now. But these are the major characters we have touched upon here in this part here. Okay? So that is how the story moves on from this Sundarbans, Sundarban stories, from Sundarbans to Venice. Obviously we will see now in the second part we will move to Venice. The Blue Boat episode will come there. Brooklyn, Oregon, Los Angeles we have touched upon in this part here. And this folklore of Mansa Devi, that also we have seen, which whatever happened to this merchant, Bandhuki Sadgar, the way things happen, exactly the same things are happening or going to happen in second part with our protagonist, that is Dinanath, will experience almost similar kind of a thing. Even miraculous kind of a thing also will be seen there. So that we will see in our tomorrow's class. Okay?